Hi, so this is my look. I told you guys before when I did a tutorial on the old-fashioned, like old Hollywood look for my extensions, I would do a same look for my short hair. And this is what I think of more when I think of old Hollywood, is the short wavy hair. And this one is not as like neat. I just like my hair a little bit more messy. So this is my version of the old fashion wavy hair. I think it's really pretty. It makes me feel really girly and I really like it. Something you can do with this hairstyle is you can part it behind your ear. I know I've seen that before, and then it gives it like another look, like more of a fancy kind of look. If you want to see my tutorial on the long wavy hair using my extensions, you could do it on your natural hair too if you have longer hair, or you could try this out. It's basically the same kind of thing. I'll link it below so you guys can see it. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I do this tutorial, then please keep watching. This is second day hair for me, and usually I can't even handle second day hair because my hair gets oily very fast. So if I wash it in the morning, it'll be oily by the nighttime. That's why I usually have to use product on my natural hair. And I know I've talked about not using product on your extensions, but for my natural hair, I need to use product, which I didn't today, or yesterday actually. I need to use a mousse or something because it's drying, and I usually put that on my roots to help keep it from getting oily, and if I don't do that, then my hair's oily. So I'm just gonna put some dry shampoo, and this really helps to kind of give you more volume. You really want to concentrate on doing this back part here, like right here, because that's what gets really oily. If I sound a little congested, because I've recently, yesterday, actually developed a cold, and that's why I wasn't really able to put up a video. I know I've been really bad with putting up videos ever since I got back from Vegas. I was supposed to put one on Tuesday, but it's really weird. I got a cold really fast. It was like within one day. I was fine in the morning, and then I worked at my sister-in-law's store, and then I was starting to feel a little bit bad, but then by the time I got home at night, I was feeling like really like sick. It was really weird, like just like cold symptoms, you know, achy and stuff like that. It was really weird. But anyways, I'm feeling a little bit better, but I just thought it might sound a little bit nasally, so sorry about that. I'm going to use Redken Heat Styling Thermoactive Spray Starch, and I love this stuff. I've mentioned it before in my videos. But I'm just going to spray that on the bottom of my hair, and this is really good for holding style. So it's called starch, so it basically holds, if you're thinking about using starch on your clothes and stuff like that, it holds the style really good. So any way you put it, it's going to keep that shape. So it's kind of like hairspray, but it works a million times better. I'm going to curl this side away from my face, and then what it'll do, it'll carry on all the way through. So I'm curling all my hair this way. I want the hair that's being folded in, so the curl this way, I want that on the side that doesn't have as much hair. So this has more hair on this side, and I want this to be like the pulled back section. I'm using this one is the 3/4 inch curling iron by Conair. I'm just going to curl this away from my face. The bottom pieces I never really concentrate on too much, but what you can do is you wrap your hair around and then twist, and then wrap it around, and then twist, and my hair is very short, so it's not going to do that much of a difference on these little pieces. So I'm holding it in for about 15 to 20 seconds, depending on your hair. And I'm just taking a big section because my hair is very fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, fold it under, because my hair is short, and then place it against my head, like this. So I'm just keeping the curl the way it is, pressing it against my head, so it really gives that style, like that crimp style. If you see my tutorial with my extensions on how to do this look with my extensions, you'll see what I mean. It'll give it kind of like a sharp edge to it, like that. So I'm going to do that. As you can see, I just parted my hair at the top of my ear. If you have thicker hair, you're going to want to part it a little bit lower. Well, as I said at the bottom, you don't have to really concentrate that much. Just make sure you wrap it around the curling iron. And if you have a little bit longer hair, you could try using a bigger barrel. I try not to make weird faces when I do this, but you don't realize the weird faces you make until you're watching yourself in a video, and you're like, why was I making that face? You're going to hold it in your hair until it gets a little bit cooler, because when your hair cools, that's when it really sets. So then you're just going to spray it, kind of hold it up with your hand and spray it. Now I'm going to do the same thing. The whole point is for this hairstyle to all kind of fold into each other, because that's what gives it like the waves, which usually I don't like that, but for this kind of hairstyle I feel like it is necessary. So I'm finished all the way around. I sprayed it, I pushed it up, and then you just spray it with some hairspray. And then basically you just take 1 inch sections, 1 inch or 1.5 inch, whatever your hair needs, and then I'll meet you back up at the top. If you have a hard time with your hair like falling out easily, even with the spray starch, which works really well, take a bobby pin and just clip it into your hair. That will just keep it setting until it completely cools. Got to the top of this side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it, spray starch, and see how far I parted my hair, because that's like was the look. It was parting it really, really far, so I parted it about the corner of my eye actually. I'm going to take a long piece, but I'm going to bring it forward, because the top pieces are what's most important, right? And then I'm going to curl it the way I was doing before. So here, curling up. See how it's on an angle? Right here, I don't have it completely all the way straight, and I took like a long strip. This will give it more of the wave look. So you really want to follow that wave of your curl to make sure that it gets that crimp that we want. So then you pull it out, it'll look something like this. You're gonna spray it. Okay, so I got to my last strip here. For the last couple strips, I'm just spraying some spray starch. And what I did, and why I didn't do this for the shorter pieces, because it's really hard to do this with the shorter pieces. So it gives it kind of a similar look for the underneath. But what you're going to do is you're going to pull your hair forward. See, this is a strip. You pull it forward. Take your curling iron and put it straight and wrap it around, doing the same twist motion you did before. And see how it's kind of going on an angle to my part. It's not going completely straight. You want it like that. Spray that. And as you can see, I have my bangs still, and I'm not going to keep those. I'm not going to curl it the same as the rest of it. I'm going to try to curl this piece under, like this. So it looks like that. And then you're just going to kind of swoop it over, and then blend it with the rest of your hair. So the ends will kind of, if you have bangs, this will work for you. The ends will kind of blend with the rest of the hair, but you want the front piece to kind of swoop. And then I'm just going to spray that. You take a wide tooth comb or a very wide brush and kind of just brush through it. So it gives it that wavy style. So if you want more waves at the top, like I don't like how it kind of turned out, it wasn't really wavy enough for me. I'm just going to take it smaller sections and curl them. So I'm just brushing through that to give it more of a wavy look. And I'm just going to spray it. Sometimes brushing it flattens it out, it'll flatten it against your head, so it'll kind of make the waves a little bit flatter. So if you want to just poof it up just a little bit, just run your hands through the back of it or wherever you need it poofed up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!